It can be very confusing and frustrating to apply to a university in Germany. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what exactly you need to do from choosing Germany as your country of destination to getting your admission letter. Hello there, I am Matt, an AI student in Germany. If you are new here, which you probably are, I talk about my student life in Germany and my journey to become an AI engineer. If you are watching this video, I will assume that you have already picked Germany as your country of destination. So the first step you will want to do is choose the right course for your studies. Your course and your university are the most important because they will lay the foundation and they are directly tied to your quality of life and your experience here in Germany. You do not want to be part of the statistics of people who dropped or go through the hassle of changing your course in the middle, because it can be very expensive and it is very stressful. As a real example, when I started my AI degree, we were up to 140 students, but right now at the third semester, we are only 40 students left. The idea is that if you want to study, whether it is physics, chemistry, engineering, or even social sciences, you have to pick a subject that you are going to study for the whole duration of the studies without losing it. And German universities have a very large catalog of courses that you can choose from. If you choose the German Exchange Academic Service, the DAAD.de, you'll be able to find almost all the universities and their courses on the website, and you can filter through to get the results that you want. Another website that will help you a lot is the Hochschulkompass.de or My German University. These are resources that will help you navigate through German universities and courses. Choosing the university to study in Germany is not the easiest task because there are up to 400 universities in Germany, and each of these universities can have up to 100 courses to choose from. And also, these universities have a good catalog of English taught programs in bachelor and also in masters. So choosing a university will come down to determining what is attractive to you and how important the prestige and the ranking of the universities are to you. Bigger cities like Munich tend to have a wider range of opportunities and also the top universities. And although it is expensive to live in these cities, you also have a better opportunity to find a student job and even find an internship during your studies. Most students usually study in the cities around the biggest cities so that they can work in the bigger city and get a better pay, but then they don't have to pay the crazy rent and the cost of living of those cities. Now, choosing a university doesn't mean that you start studying immediately. Each university has its own admission requirements and conditions. Now, this is the most crucial and the most annoying part, because although you have a wide plethora and variety of degrees to choose from, you typically will spend most of your time checking if you are actually eligible to applying to those degrees, because each admission conditions vary from university to university. Now, one important thing to note is that courses like medicine, pharmaceutical sciences, social sciences, and even dentistry are super competitive. This is because these courses get way more applicants than the spots that are available, making the conditions a lot more strict. For example, in some universities, you need to have a Hochschulzugangsberechtigung, which is just a fancy word for university entrance qualification. Generally, your Abitur or your high school diploma will be enough, but in some cases, you will need to do a Vorprüfungsdokumentation, VPD for short, on UniAssist in order to have your diploma recognized. Now, the next thing that you need to check is the language requirements. Whether you are studying in German or in English, you need to prove your language proficiency. If you are studying a degree taught in German, you will typically need to prove that you can at least speak B2 level German. And for the English taught programs, you need to provide an English proficiency test like the IELTS or the TOEFL, and also at least the A2 German level language to show that you can at least have conversations in your day-to-day life. So once you have chosen your course and your university and you have made sure that you fill into the requirements, you will need to apply to the said university. First things first, when the application window is open, which is typically from May to July, you will need to apply during that time frame, and it will take around 6 to 8 weeks in order for you to receive either your admission letter or your rejection letter. There are three main ways to apply. In some universities, the applications are going to be direct on their particular website on an application portal, and you will just have to upload your documents. In some cases, you also do a small interview. The second way is through Hochschulstart, which handles certain subjects, especially for EU students. And the third way is to apply through UniAssist, where you can apply through multiple universities at once. The documents that you will typically need include a copy of your high school diploma or degree, translated grades and course overview, a passport photo, a copy of your passport, language proficiency certificate, a letter of motivation for some programs, your portfolio or work experience documents if required. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that depending on the platform that you choose, especially on the external platforms, you'll need to pay a certain fee, and this fee can vary between 30 to 80 euros. Now, talking about fees, although school is free in Germany, you will typically have to pay what is called an administration fee, which will range between 85 to 300 euros. When you receive your admission letter, one thing you might want to check is the accommodation in the student's dorm. If there is any, it is highly recommended that you apply for a room, since there's generally a waiting time for you to get a room in a student's dorm, which typically lasts a whole semester. You want to apply for a room as quick as possible because you don't want to come to Germany and have issues in finding a room to live in. Also, the students' dorm are quite cheap, so you are going to save a lot of money there. So overall, these are the steps that you need to follow in order to apply to a German university. I know it may seem daunting at first, but the first thing I will do in your place is go on the daad.de website, and from there you are going to be able to follow all the other steps in this video. If you want to know how to get a job easily and how I also landed my own AI developer job in Germany, you can watch this video here where I go through the process and the difficulties of getting a job in Germany. Also consider subscribing to my channel if you want to follow my students' life here in Germany and also my journey as an AI developer. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye.